Hello everyone, let's start with our next topic, that is relation between focal length and radius of curvature of a spherical mirror. Let's start with first type of mirror, that is concave mirror. Let's see the diagram first. In the diagram, this is a concave mirror. A light ray which travels parallel to the principal axis always pass through the focus. So this is parallel light ray strikes at A and it will pass through the focus after reflection. This angle is I. As AC will work like normal, so angle between incident ray and normal will be angle of incidence, and angle between reflected ray and normal is angle of reflection, and they should also be equal to each other according to the law of reflection. So see the derivation. Angle OAC is equal to angle CAF. I is equal to R, that is law of reflection, and angle OAC this angle is equal to angle ACF. This angle, both are equal because of alternate angles. So therefore in this triangle, angle ACF will also be equal to angle CAF, means this angle and this angle are equal to each other. So this triangle must be an isosceles triangle, and in isosceles triangle the sides in front of equal angles are also equal. Hence we can say AF is equal to FC. This AF is equal to FC. Then a very important line: if aperture of mirror is very small, then point A is very near to point P, and we can write AF is equal to PF. See this point very carefully from the diagram. They say that the aperture, this distance of mirror is very small, then definitely point A is very near to point P, means this distance is very small. It means this light ray will be very near to point P. In that case, this length FA or AF must be equal to PF or FP almost. So here we said AF is equal to PF. So we can replace AF by PF, so it will become PF is equal to FC. PF is equal to FC. One line, both parts are equal, means one part is half of the total line, means PF is half of the PC. PF is half of the PC. Now it is very clear that PF is focal length and PC is center radius of curvature. So the formula is F is equal to R by 2. That is for concave mirror. Now let's move towards convex mirror. In convex mirror, again the light ray travels parallel to the principal axis. It seems that after reflection it is coming from focus. So this is the light ray after reflection went like this. So it seems that it is coming from the principal focus. So this angle is angle of incidence. This is angle of reflection. This line actually comes from center of curvature because it will work like normal. So again this angle will be R, that is vertically opposite angles. This angle is I and this angle will also be I. They are corresponding angles. So in the derivation we can say angle OAN is equal to angle NAB. OA, this point is N. So angle OAN is equal to NA and this point is B. NAB. So I is equal to R, law of reflection. Then next line OAN, angle OAN is equal to angle FCA. OAN is equal to angle FCA. They are corresponding angles. Both are equal to I. And angle NAB is equal to angle CAF. Angle NAB is equal to angle CAF. They are vertically opposite angles. Both are R. So it means we can say angle FCA will be equal to angle CAF, means these two angles. So in triangle CAF, two angles are equal. It means this triangle is an isosceles triangle, and in isosceles triangle sides in front of equal angles are also same. So this AF must be equal to FC. Clear? Then aperture of mirror again is very small. The point A is very near to point P, and we can write AF is equal to PF. Means this point A is very near to point P, then this PF is almost equal to AF. AF is almost equal to PF. In that case, in this equation we can replace AF by PF, so it will become PF is equal to FC. Now PF is equal to FC. These are two parts of a line and they are equal. It means one part is half of the whole distance. Means PF is half of PC. PF is half of PC. PF is focal length and PC is radius of curvature. So F is equal to R by 2. Same derivation for convex mirror. So that is all for this derivation. Thank you.